Good afternoon, and welcome to the ribbon cutting and the community open house of Lidl Skyland. My name is Will Harwood. I'm the Director of Communications with Lidl US. We're all very, very excited to be here with all of you today. This is a wonderful day. 30 years ago, this vision was first presented for what this project could become. And today we gather here on this elevated piece of land overlooking and within the nation's capital in hope of the example that this project can become. An example of what we can achieve together when we come together to build a home together. Because we know that the foundation of every home is good food. And that's what this building behind me, Lidl's first store in Washington, D.C., is all about. This store will be the first full-service supermarket in Ward 7 and 8 in over a decade. But equally important for members of the community will be what this type of store can become for them. Starting tomorrow, Lidl will make healthy eating affordable, accessible, and attainable here in Ward 7 and 8, and will always offer the best value on groceries every day. Our first speaker has been along this journey the entire time, from when it was just a dream until now. She's been with us at every groundbreaking, every major moment, and has been instrumental to bringing this project to life. It's my distinct privilege and honor to welcome her as the first speaker today. Would you please join me in welcoming Miss Carrie Thornhill?
It is wonderful to see all of you here. My name is Carrie Thornhill, and I am thrilled to be here for the grand opening of the Lidl at Skyland Town Center. In January, I had the honor to speak at the groundbreaking for this store. It was cold, there was snow on the ground, and behind me was an empty lot and a big pile of dirt. What a difference 9 months makes in more ways than one. First, it's a beautiful fall day. Second, and more importantly, that empty field has been replaced with this beautiful new supermarket. The first new supermarket to open in Ward 7 and 8 in more than a decade. Yes. We cannot emphasize enough the significance of this milestone. Ready access to fresh, quality food has long been a challenge for residents living east of the Anacostia River. This is considered a food desert, you know. With this commitment to offering a wide range of healthy options and specialty food items, Lidl's opening at Skyland is a big step toward changing this. We should also note that the store has created more than 60 new jobs. And it is my understanding that about 75% or more of those jobs are held by Ward 7 and 8 residents. This, too, was a part of the plan. Many people hired for these positions found these jobs through a hiring fair held right across the street at the Skyland Workforce Center, a project of the Skyland Development Team. Since the beginning, more than 30 years ago, I and a committed group of community members, many of whom are here with us today, have worked with the city and the development team to make sure that we could stand here today and celebrate this occasion. Indeed, we had much to celebrate this year at Skyland, Starbucks, Roaming Rooster, and Pizza, Fuji, Skyland Nails, and like that barber shop have all opened, and there are many more to come. I want to thank the Skyland Development Team, Gary Rappaport, where's Gary? William C. Smith, and I saw Chris somewhere. Marshall Heights Community Development Organization, and my organization, the Washington East Foundation, for never wavering on this project. I said this in January, and I'll say it again. Vince, we did it. Thank you for being with us for all those 30-plus years. Thank you for Lidl, for your belief and commitment to Skyland Town Center and to Ward 7. We're proud that you selected our neighborhood to locate your first store in the district. Mayor Bowser, while you're not old enough to be around 30 years, but we thank you for your strong commitment to Skyland Town Center. Our community appreciates the support your administration has provided this project, and we look forward to your continued partnership. And I really look forward to walking through those doors soon to look around and sample the food, and tomorrow I will do my shopping. Madam Mayor, please come. Great, thank you.
Everybody give Carrie Thornhill a big round of applause. I want to give the Hillcrest Civic Association a big round of applause. ANC 7B a big round of applause. Washington East Foundation a big round of applause. And Marshall Heights, big round of applause. I want to give your council member, mayor, chairman a big round of applause. And I just want to say to the community how very proud I am of you. It takes a lot of hard work, persistence, vision, stick-to-itiveness, you name it, you've got it, and you did it. You saw the vision for your community. You laid it out with your leaders, with development partners, with retailers to make sure that we delivered here at the Skyland Town Center exactly what you wanted for the community. I've said before, and I'll say it until we open every parcel here, I suppose, 5 mayors have worked with this community on this project, but I will be the last one because we have been able as a city to work on purchasing property, condemning property, eminent domaining property, going to court, paying for property, working with you about what you want to see here until we reach this day. You've heard from Carrie what we've been celebrating these last few months, like the opening of a beautiful Starbucks here on the corner, That's not only a place that sells coffee, but where neighbors can walk to from their neighborhoods in Hillcrest and Penn Branch and have a cup of coffee and see each other. You're seeing new dining options, 263 new homes at the Crest where new Ward 7 residents are living right now. We promised that we would not let any obstacle, and even in the last 7 years, there have been obstacles. But because of the creativity of the development team and the partnership with the district, that will not fail and will not cease once we walk into these doors. We are delighted to welcome Lidl to Ward 7. And some time ago, when I first met them, I taught myself this thing, so I would always remember Lidl, like needle, Lidl. And then Mayor Gray and I realized that I on the side, it kind of looks like the shape of Washington, D.C. It kind of looks like the District of Columbia. So you were meant to be here, as it were. So I want to, again, say how proud I am of the community. I'm also very proud of my team at DMPED, Deputy Mayor Falchicchio, Director of Real Estate, Sarosh Podwala, who have led throughout this process. And so we know how important food is. It's a basic building block. It makes us secure. It helps us grow. And as I tell my daughter, you have to eat your apples. It makes you strong. And we want every family to be able to have a quality grocery store near their home. And for too long, it's been 15 years since we opened a full-service grocer in Ward 7. 15 years. It won't be 15 years until we open the next one in Capitol Gateway. And we, with your council member, have ensured that the entire council supports Ward 7 in this mission because we've invested $73 million in the Food Access Fund. And what that allows us to do is provide incentives to attract some of the food retailers that you've heard about today. So we were here in February at the Starbucks, and some people wondered why that was a big deal. But this is what I know. When we're able to attract well-known retailers, it's a signal to all the rest of them that this is what we want, this is what we expect, and we are going to support you when you support us. So I am just so delighted that we've reached this day, and like you, Carrie, I can't wait to see what's inside. So with that, I want to welcome your council member Vince Gray.
Well, I'm limping along. For those who don't know, I tore my Achilles a number of weeks ago, and I've been working at it since, and I'm delighted to be able to be here. Thank you, Mayor, for being a part of this and making this happen. And we were all here for the groundbreaking just a matter of months ago, and it was cold that day. But you know what? It's not cold today, is it? It's a wonderful day for us to be able to come together. I want to thank everybody for inviting me to be here and to participate today for the grand opening. And I want to thank Lidl for joining us to be a part of the opening of Lidl here in the District of Columbia. Isn't that a great day right here in the District of Columbia? Anyway, I'm very pleased that Lidl is with us, and they're really excited with us to be able to open here in the Skyland Town Center. I'm very pleased also that 90%, Carrie, I think it's 90% of the employees for this new store live in wards 7 and 8, right here in our midst. For the 160,000 people who live on the east end of the city, of the district, this is a huge, huge win, ladies and gentlemen. So let's all be excited about the fact that this is a wonderful moment to be able to celebrate the continuing development of full-service grocery stores here in Ward 7 of the District of Columbia. I want to express my appreciation, Mayor, to you and all of those, John, who worked to be able to make this happen, all of our community leaders and the various agencies who worked with us to make this happen. Earl, where are you? How about a big hand for Earl for the work that he's done, okay? I'm glad that the ANC commissioners have worked with us right here in our midst, all the Ward 7 leaders who worked so hard to be able to make this happen, and also those who have worked hard to keep this project on track and to keep it moving forward. How many remember it was nothing but a lot out here at one point? And people worked very hard. They're here today. They worked so hard to be able to make this happen. And it's going to be more. There's even more housing is going to take place, more opportunities for people to be a part of developing something that we thought never would happen. And it sure happened, didn't it, Earl? It's happened. Thank you so much. And Kerry, thank you so much. I'm thoroughly pleased to announce the additional coming of the Skyland Town Center, which of course is a long-awaited development project. We have 130,000 square feet that's being developed here. Over 260, I think, John, 260 residential units that's developing. We got the new Starbucks, which the mayor mentioned as well. 5 new food service options, and a new bank right here in our midst, ladies and gentlemen. Today's groundbreaking and celebration is yet another big step in ensuring that the future of the Skyland and will continue to be a desired location for people in Ward 7 and 8 to be able to be a part of making happen as we move forward. I'm very excited, just as it was mentioned already, excited that we got 5 new food service opportunities that have been added to Skyland. Roaming Rooster, Pizza, Mazel, Mise. Is that what's the right pronunciation? That Meze. Meze. Okay, thank you. And of course, a tropical smoothie cafe, and we got a barbershop that's coming across the street now to be a part of it, right? We got, okay, that's right. I'm glad to hear about the. I've passed that barbershop almost every day going to work, so I'm delighted that they're now ready they're now working and opening what's happening here. I really am glad I worked relentlessly during my time as mayor, and then worked with the current administration to be able to move forward once Walmart backed out and reneged on us and withdrew his commitment. But we didn't give up, did we? We didn't give up. We never gave up. And now we got Lidl. Some of you all will recall. Some of you will recall that there were 3 East End bills that I was happy to be a part of helping to sponsor and move forward with. That includes some 9 sites. In fact, we are in process, right, Mayor? Process of developing an opportunity for yet another grocery store that will take place here in Ward 7. I'm really glad that we've got a new path for us to be able to move forward. In closing, I simply want to state that we've got 75,000 residents who live in Ward 7, and I'm just glad that we're here today to be able to make this opening happen. And there's going to be more. This is just, I won't say the beginning, but it sure is the continuation of what we wanted to do. So, let's celebrate. Let's celebrate, Mayor. Let's feel good about it, okay? So, I don't know if we ever thought this really was going to happen, but you know what? We were determined. We were like, no, you're not going to snatch this away from us. It's going to happen. So it is going to happen. It's going to continue to happen. So let's all celebrate what we're doing here at Skyland, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, thank you. Let's give another round of applause to Mayor Gray. So my name is John Palchicchio. I have the honor of serving as Deputy Mayor for Planning and Economic Development. Mayor Bowser, team, we couldn't be more excited. When I saw Ms. Thornhill, we both hugged each other, and then we pinched one another to make sure that it was real, that this was actually standing behind us. And it's because of the years of her work, the toil that she did, the meetings that she did, that we stand here today. So let's give her and the community a round of applause for that. So part of what makes Mayor Bowser great is she looks at every single detail. Not everyone has had a chance to go into the store just yet, but today I had to come down. And the mayor wanted to know, are there D.C. residents working at Lidl? And I said, yes, Mayor, a great majority are. So let's give a round of applause for that. Now, you'll see in a few minutes, but she said, is there fresh produce in Lidl? And I said, Mayor, when you step in, it's as far as the eye can see. So let's give a round of applause for that. And then she said, John, you don't cook. Is there any prepared food there? And I said, yes, Mayor. And somehow I grabbed the circulator on the way out. And I said, Mayor, they've got salmon for $5.99 a pound. I don't know how they did it, but the community, I know, wow is right. But the community is going to be happy. And, you know, we talked about the community meetings, but there's also a lot of team members at DEMPED and in D.C. government who have helped us get this far. So the mayor mentioned Sarosh, and we've got a great team at DEMPED. We did something, I explained it during the groundbreaking, won't do it again, but tax increment financing, $43 million to help. We're standing on infrastructure, right? These roads, these sidewalks, underneath it are utilities. That was put forth by the District of Columbia government to make sure that we could deliver this Lidl and the housing that you see around it and the town center. There's also a $10 million grant for more infrastructure to make sure that this project delivered. And we also want to make sure that we fill the space. So there are any entrepreneurs in the crowd? Anybody who's a small business owner? Great. Well, if you're a food retailer, we've got something for you. So Mayor Bowser put forth and Councilmember Gray defended the Food Access Fund, $73 million to make sure that we invest in Wards 7 and 8 to have more grocers, to have more restaurants, to have more markets. So Tropical Smoothie Cafe is one of those Food Access Fund grantees. Half Smoke is another one to come right here at Skyland, and another one in Deanwood. And so what we want to do is make sure that for the entrepreneurs here that you check out one website. It's a very easy one to remember, obviously.dc.gov. If you go there, that's where you can open up your restaurant, your market, your grocery store, so that we can keep contributing to this. And as Ms. Thornhill said, what was once a food desert is now an oasis that'll draw people from around Ward 7, around Ward 8, and around D.C. and beyond. So with that, the community has always been first and foremost. So I want to bring up the ANC chair for 7B, Tiffany Brown, to talk a little bit more about the work that she's done for her constituents. Let's hear her for her.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Single Member District 7B02. I am the chair, but this is my ANC. You're in the home of Skyland Town Center, or as I like to call it, my backyard. So welcome, everyone. As it was announced, I'm Tiffany Brown. I'm the ANC commissioner, and I'm happy as a lark to be here. Promise kept. The Rappaport promised to us that we would have high quality retail, and I think that was one of the things kept. As a community, we are excited that this day has come. We are looking forward to shopping at the only Lidl in D.C. It's been said a lot of times, but the only Lidl in D.C. See, we're kind of used to having the only, because we have the only drive-through Starbucks. The only drive-through Starbucks. And we're looking for more only, Mayor Bowser, so we need some more only here. We wanted to start in Ward 7. We wanted to start on the East End, as Mayor Gray would say. Where am I? See, that's what I get for going off script. I would like to thank Gary Rappaport and the entire retail team for their hard work and commitment to this project, as well as Mayor Bowser for her continued work in support of this project. Before I take my seat, because I have very brief remarks, I'd also like to thank the Hillcrest Community Civic Association, the Skyland Task Force, as well as the many community partners who were all listed before, who have assisted in this effort. It is finally here. Lastly, I did this before when we did the opening of the Crest. I would be remiss if I did not again recognize the former ANC commissioners who have served during the inception of this project. They are Kathy Patterson, Ken Davis, Howard Ways, and Zena Williams. I would also like to thank former Commissioner Robin Marlin. I saw her over here to my left. Robin has been here through a lot of this. Robin has history. She has secrets. She knows everything that has happened with this project. Soon there will be another commissioner in the seat who will have the responsibility of advocating for the community. But right now, I'd like to acknowledge the commissioners of ANC 7B. 7B03, Travis Swanson in the back. 7B04 behind me, David Rutland. 7B06, Calvin Brown. And 7B07, D.L. Humphreys. Thank you all for being here. We're here to enjoy the Lidl and all it has to offer. I am particularly excited about the bakery. I hear the croissants are to die for. And with that said, I would like to bring up Henry Fonville, President of Rappaport.
Hey everybody, I'm going to be short. And that is because after coming after all these professionals, Carrie, Mayor Bowser, it's a great council member, John Falchicchio, Tiffany, and Bill Harwood, they've covered everything. And it's just a great example of the teamwork that has come together for this event. I brought Thomas Bowen up here for Rappaport because, John, you mentioned entrepreneur. Come up here, Thomas, so John can see you. Thomas is the one who's trying to recruit all the new young entrepreneurs and old entrepreneurs to come and open stores here at Skyline Town Center. And we've got so many exciting things going. Lidl, the investment that Lidl has made to open this store is quite frankly nothing short of amazing. I want to thank Anne Marie, who's over there beside Gary somewhere. Anne Marie is going to be moving on to a different job soon, and she's been heading up the Skyline Workforce Center. They just celebrated helping 1,000 people find jobs. Let's give them a round of applause. They've been working since 2014. We have just gotten started. We've got a lot more work to do. And all these new stores that are going to open up, we are working with all of them to try to hire people from the community. There's no reason to commute half hour, 45 minutes an hour to go to work when you can work right here in the community. One store I think that was not announced yet is the Trek Bicycle store that's going to be opening up. We're so excited about that. We've got so many restaurants opening in the building behind you. I'll just go through them real quickly. Roaming Rooster's already open. And Pizza is open, but soon to open is the Tropical Smoothie Cafe and Meze. That whole building is leased, with PNC Bank being the second bank coming to town. With that, I just want to say on behalf of Chris Smith, Gary Rappaport, W.C. Smith, and Rappaport, we're just so thrilled to be here. It's my pleasure to introduce Malaysia, the Lidl manager, so we can get on and look at the store. Where is she?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Malaysia Mitchell. I am the store manager here at Lidl Skyland. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Words cannot express how excited we are to be a part of your community. It is an honor for you all to have us here. We want to give a special recognition to the community leaders who came out and helped make this possible. Mayor Muriel Bowser, Deputy Mayor John Faciccio, Council member Vincent Gray, ANC Chair Brown, and to the STC Development Partner Carrie Thornhill. Thank you. It takes a very, very hardworking and dedicated team to even make this possible. So if we could give a round of applause to some of my store team that's here. All right. And as mentioned, over 90% of my staff, around 95% of my staff, is from wards 7 and 8. All right. We look forward to serving your community. We are going to invite you into our store after the ribbon cutting. And then after tomorrow, our big day, we look forward to seeing you every day if you want to come in and shop with us. We are going to be open from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. And if you have any questions regarding anything about the store, feel free to see me in the store or anything of that nature. Thank you.
All right, we can take a few press questions. Let me invite my DMPED team up. Any press questions? Press questions? Yes, Martin.
Hey, Mayor. So obviously we know it's a very long history here at Skyline. It took a long time to get this to where it is now. Can you just talk about some of the incentives that DC was able to offer Lidl to essentially decide to come here?
Sure. John?
So there's no direct incentive to Lidl. We invested in the project as a whole. Like I mentioned, the tax increment financing and the capital infrastructure grant as well.
May I speak, Ms.
James.
Mitchell? Ms. Mitchell?
Is it Store Manager
Yes,
Mitchell? Store
yes.
Manager Mitchell. She may be preparing for us. Where is she? Malaysia.
And maybe the president can come for this. What sort of community benefits agreement or commitment to the community do you have now that you've set up this supermarket?
Yes, so we didn't only employ these people for almost 90% of people from Ward 7 and 8. They have full-time benefits, competitive benefits at that. So we try to stay on top of with the market. Obviously, if the wages are going up, their wages are going up as well as offer them a promising future. So just because they're maybe an associate today, they have endless promotions throughout Lidl that if they're capable of doing, we can promote them within from here, just this location.
Well, do you have, let's say, a community room or programs maybe to distribute food throughout the community during the holidays, that sort of thing?
Yes, we do. We do partner up with local food banks, and they can pick up as often as every day or daily on a daily basis. And then if there's any type of programs that we could participate in, if you bring it to our attention, we will gladly help provide with any of your needs that you need for any program.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for that.
Yes, so the 90% Ward 7, Ward 8 staffing number, is there going to be a commitment moving forward to continue to hire locally from this community?
Yes, I think we heard loud and clear already that is the commitment. And I have had the privilege of presiding over a lot of openings. I've never heard the number 95%. So 95% in a very close-in area reflects some very intentional work. So I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased to see that. But for our reporter friends, whose job it is to be skeptical, I know. But what this project represents, the community, we're asked about community benefits. This is the community benefit. We transformed underutilized, and 30 years ago, residents, are there any 30-year plus residents of this community? They weren't satisfied with what was happening. They went to their elected officials, Mayor Williams at the time, and said, we want to transform this. This is a beautiful parcel. It has beautiful views of the city. There are beautiful neighborhoods around it. And we have to have more amenities in our community. We're tired of always having to cross the bridge, and we're tired of always having to go to Maryland. So if you want to ask me about a community room, how about having fresh food in your neighborhood that you can walk to? That is the community benefit. So we're proud of the partnership, and we're proud of what Lidl has demonstrated at this point in working with and hiring DC residents. So I'm happy about that. Any other questions? All right, let's cut the ribbon.
No, it's okay. Just a quick note as we get started. So we will have a community open house right afterwards, so people are welcome to come in. We've got some samples. And then, of course, the big shop starts tomorrow. So as Malaysia mentioned, from 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. So we're going to be open and ready to serve. So please, you join the summit.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Excuse me. Yep. No, ma'am. Miss. Come back here with me. All right, let's get it. Assalamu alaikum.